video had popped up and it was a random conspiracy theory. And this dude was saying his random conspiracy theory, and he was basically saying, what if all the natural disasters was actually a higher frequency being trying to contact us, making contact with us? People, what he's saying, because he brought up the Super Bowl commercial where they was talking about the aliens texting everybody and saying hello down there. So you know how you can feel wind on your body but you can't see it? Same thing with some of the natural disasters. You are only going to be able to see and understand what you make yourself aware to. So if a natural disaster is happening, all you're going to see is a natural disaster. If thunder and lightning is happening in the clouds, all you're going to see is thunder and lightning, because that's what you've made yourself available to perceive. Okay, let's break it down. You know how when you are around a group of people and a group of friends and you're good and you're nice and everything is good at the beginning, but then you start to notice your awareness starts to become more aware of the lies and the bad energy that you are around being around these people. Your mind is only trained to perceive what you allow it to perceive. So you on a certain level are in your own awareness of what's going on around you. But there's so many more layers and levels to existing. So when you see powerful wind just blowing around, oh, it's powerful energy that's going on that you cannot see. It's probably high frequency beings that are really doing some stuff that your awareness is not trained to see. This is why people can't comprehend the fourth dimension. This is why some people may say that we are living on a giant celestial. The earth is alive. People talk about nature spirits, ancestors, ninth dimensional beings, higher levels of expanded awareness. So what you're seeing in your level of awareness may be different from what's actually going on. That's just the after effect. That's just the ripples of what's going through your dimension. But something else is happening on higher levels.
That little fishball image did it for me, yo. For real. Like, that's what reality is. We think that it's all right here in this fishbowl and all the fish to the sea are in this fishbowl. And if we go out of this fishbowl, we don't know what's out there. We're scared. We're nervous. But the same fish as you, exact same species, is already out there and it's looking at you like, what are you waiting on? What happened here? Was that a plane?
So, who else remembers playing this game in school?
Definitely.
What the hell?
Stop saying that.
What the hell?
What's going on here? They throwing away slabs of ribs or
Tell me,
getting them out the garbage?
Do y'all see something?
Oh, snap. You see it?
Holy fucking shit, guys.
Y'all believe that? See it again.
Yeah, what is that?
Looked like he had a
Holy
stick
fucking shit, guys.
or something like that.
It does look like a little staff or something right there. Oh,
Holy fucking shit, guys.
One more time.
one more time. Bang. Somebody walking.
Holy fucking
Is that ninth dimensional spirit that she was just talking about in the past video? Is that what that is? I don't know. It could be, because why are we seeing shadows of people or beings or giants or staffs or anything?
Comment below.
You're going to want to ground your children. You know how your little joker's been calling you 6'7"? Or saying 6'7" and then going, I don't know what that means. Slap my ass and call me Nancy Drew. I just solved the mystery. I've looked it up. I've done everything. This morning I went down a little rabbit hole. You're going to want to ground your children. I'm going to ground mine, because all the time they've been going, 6'7", 6'7". Do you know what they're calling you? 6'7". That's the elemental chart. They're calling you a hoe. Them little shits are calling us hoes. They think they're smart. They work for a little bit.
That's crazy.
We caught on. Got you. You're welcome. Ground them now. Have a great day.
Yo, there's so many different meanings to it. Fam, the truth is finally being revealed on my children's life. This is exactly what I saw happen years ago outside my window at the Wood Spring Suites in St. Plainfield, or South Plainfield. Yo, that's literally what these clouds be out here. Y'all ever seen, like, what do they call them? I don't even know what they call them. I forgot. They're little flat, like, disc clouds or whatever. UFO clouds or something. And they just stay still in the sky while the rest of the clouds are just moving around it. And it seems like it'll stay there forever. And it might be the only cloud in that whole blue sky, you know? They show us in the movies. Or whatever that was. I don't know what that was, but they show us. You don't realize how overstimulating some of your Tyler shows are until you see the different side by side. Just the music and everything. I done seen so much in like 3 seconds. I'm just like, Ryder and his team of pups. Yeah. Imagine how your kids are feeling.
Marshall, Rubble, Chase, Rocky, Zuma, Sky. Yeah, they're on the way. Paw Patrol, whenever you.
My name is Emily Elizabeth, and this is Clifford, my big red dog.
Clifford needed Emily, so she chose him for her own. And her love made Clifford grow so big that the Howards had to leave their home. Clifford.
Whoa! Oh no, the ball! A ball! Gotcha! Whoops!
You and Clifford look terrific.
See? Mom and Dad knew it was you all the time.
Yo, I think they are purposely trying to give our children those 4 letters, right? Or 3 letters. Some people still say the 3 letters. Or those 4 letters. I don't know. But I think they're purposely trying to give them those 4 letters. And why? I don't know. Why does Big Pharma try to give anybody any type of dis-ease? You get what I'm saying? So that you could come and buy some medications for the rest of your life. Oh, your son has those 4 letters. Let's give him Ritalin. You know what I'm saying? And now they're on it for the rest of their life. And now their whole mind's messed up as they get older. But all you had to do was take them away from Paw Patrol. I'm just kidding. I don't know if that's all you had to do, but still.
You don't find that suspicious?
Got them over to CDs.
You don't find that suspicious?
What kind of seatbelt is that?
You don't find that suspicious?
Oh, nah. Oh, nah. Get me out the car.
She said grab a bag. Yeah, but come on, you just got to witness. You got to pay attention to signs. They might be talking to you on the slide.
Don't even go out there because that might be private property. So don't
It's
go.
okay. It's right here. It's right here. It's okay. Hi.
Hi.
How you doing?
Okay.
All right. Are y'all okay out here? You sure? Y'all good? Okay. How long have y'all been working out here? Okay. Thank you. You seen that? They're not good.
They're not good. What did she say?
I asked her, was they all right?
And what she said?
They said yes. And then I said, you sure? And then when she filled up my bag, she did like this.
I don't know how to feel about that, y'all. Y'all think she good? Or what's really going on? Are people still in the fields working for people?
I think it's a game, bro.
Testimony.
Why the
tell your life
get in on
but
this?
I witnessed it.
He finna be in
All
here.
right, let me read it. Because I did have someone in my comments recently say, hey, you think you could read the words that come on the TV, you know, as the video goes on? Because I can't read. They didn't say I can't read, but I'm going to read it for you. Oh, Kevin McCall ugly cries about having an EBT card despite creating songs on Chris Brown's $90 million Breezy Bowl tour. 90 million. I'm on EBT, bro. That's whack. It's not fair. Dang. I mean, there's a lot of people that have been on EBT before, man. I've been on EBT before. I mean, that happens. Shoot, I might have to go back on it. But listen, that is crazy. If you've created songs, has he been featured on songs? I don't know. But does he not get writer credit or any residual? Who's getting all my residuals? Do we get any residuals for that? Is it residuals? Am I using the right word? I know it's another word that they be using. Royalties. Is it any of that you getting? Or is Chris Brown not giving anybody any royalty or any residuals? I don't know. Y'all let me know. But let's watch the video. See what he says.
Why the fuck I got an EBT card? And this is at Breezy Bowl and made 90 whatever the million. And it say KKKK Max. Can I get 25,000 for them four songs I owe you, bro? I just want to leave, bro.
Leading up to who he is.
I'm not even tripping though. I got an EBT card, my nigga. Like, what the fuck? I can't even get nothing, bro, man. Y'all want to see me cry on here, so y'all can think I'm a bro.
Fuck me.
That ain't fair.
Hey,
I'm on EBT, bro.
hey,
That's why.
Bro.
hey. Look, bro.
Calm down, bro.
I'm on EBT,
Calm down.
smack. Look. Say my name, bro. That shit is bad. I had to go up in that by my face with a mask, like COVID, bro.
Don't act like every had no
I got an
motherfucking
EBT
EBT
card.
on the set. That nigga had an EBT card. Man, I might get an EBT. I walk in the building and look at me crazy. Let me tell you.
Look at them. They're like, come on, bro. You good, bro? Like, I got EBT right now. My cousin around the way, she let me borrow her EBT the other day. You know what I'm saying? 50 on $1. BVD, binocular vision dysfunction. Oh, wait.
Group 7 operatives, this is an official update. While our group is winning, the subject has posted a second part to the experiment. The objective? See if we can still hear the frequency. If you've seen it, it's time for you to report your presence below. If you haven't, it's time for you to do a check-in. Group 7?
How they posting all these Group 7 videos and not mentioning Mr. 7X himself? What's going on here? What's up with that?
Bentley that I park in the church is not just for me, it's for the church, it's for us.
Can you drive it?
No, God wouldn't want that in Jesus' name.
Amen.
Now let me tell you.
Yo, these churches is crazy. My man's got on like 4 diamond chains. Well, at least that's what it looks like. Probably not real diamonds. He got 4 chains on with stones in them. And he got a gold Bentley inside of his gold church. Talking about, nah, don't drive it. God wouldn't want that in Jesus' name. Meaning, he got the car financed with somebody else's name. No, I don't know, man. That is crazy, though. Like, these churches be doing some things. That Bentley probably $100K, right? $100,000. You got 100 people in your church. Just give them all $1,000. Talking about it's for us. It's for the church. I guess we should warm our cars up for a few minutes. Enhanced color, not AI. These are all stars in the sky. What are they? Is that a face? Or am I just tripping? It kind of looks like a face, don't it?
So I got asked today by an older white man if I was a flagger. And you guys, let me just tell you, it felt so good to tell him, flagger? No, I own land out here. Like, this is my town. I said, man, you're going to be seeing a lot of me. And then I let out like a really hard belly laugh. And then I said, why, are you a flagger? You need help?
What am I seeing? I don't know. What is that? Sparkling. Little cluster. Me in 2050 still explaining to people that their random migraines, dizziness, brain fog, and panic attacks weren't just anxiety. It was undiagnosed BVD the whole time. Binocular, whatever we seen earlier, that vision thing.
To Group 7, or to anyone that is looking for more information about what this Group 7 is, listen up. First and foremost, my page has been going bonkers over the last 24 hours. The last video I posted yesterday has over 560,000 views, like 38,000 likes. and I gained about 6,000 followers. Mind you, I am no spokesperson for this Group 7. Not a leader, I'm not a VP, I'm just someone who made a video about this specific group, and it took off. So wild right now, I can't even follow anyone back. And every time I open the app, I have 99 plus notifications. Go back and watch that other video and look at all the comments and let me know what you see. You see a bunch of people coming together and spreading positivity and spreading joy for being in a group of people that want to see each other succeed. Now, hear me out. I know there was a lot of people on this app, but what if we're all Group 7? If there was just one group, Group 7, does that change anything? When I go through those comments in my previous video, you see nothing but positivity. You see nothing but excitement about finding people to connect with that maybe think alike. There's no political motivation. What do we believe in? It's just we're here to see each other succeed on this app. With my video going as big as it did, do I think that I'm more elite than others? No. I'm a no one that made a video about a specific topic. I'm not better than you or anyone else on this app. The thing that's different with Group 7 or anyone involved in this is that it gave us something to connect with. Lit a fire on a lot of people to maybe post that first video because they see that there is support ready for them. Go back to my previous video, you will see a clear example of that. What if this was all trying to just get everyone together, to be able to connect and support each other regardless of what people think and what people believe? We're on this app trying to create content and support each other. So in my mind, everyone is Group 7. Some of you might not like that, but that's just how I feel. Nonetheless, the support on that last video was not prepared for that. And I still can't comprehend and adjust to keeping up with that success of that video. Regardless of what you believe in this whole trend, we should all come together and support each other and want the best for each other.
He said at the beginning he not the VP, but look at his name. Shamor34, Shamor7, More 7. That's the VP.
Group 7, Sophia James. Have you seen this? I need you to do a deep breath if you are getting Group 4, Group 5, Group 6 instead of Group 7. Actually, really genius what she did do. Australian singer-songwriter Sophia James 2 days ago put out 7 different videos. You go back and look at her feed, you will find Group 4, Group 5, Group 6, Group 7. What she did was a science experiment to see which group would land the most, all of them featuring her song. The title of the song is So Unfair, which is ironic because I know some of you are like, it's so unfair that I didn't get in Group 7. But if that's not what came up on your FYP, nobody could explain why. If you go look at Sophia James' post for Group 7, you will see all the comments and all the memes. Like an inside joke, because if you haven't got Group 7 coming up on your FYP, you're probably like, what is Group 7? And nobody likes FOMO. But at the end of the day, it was a science experiment from Sophia James to see which group would take off out of her 7 posts 2 days ago. Now I'm curious, which group did you land in? I landed in Group 7, and I know it's so unfair. If you did it, we need a little joy, and it's great marketing. Sophia James, thanks for that.
I'm telling you, Rockford is ancient. It's an ancient hub city. It has to be. Way too many factories, abandoned factories that were probably never in use. Just ancient. They're all over the city of Rockford. John Levy, come to the city of Rockford, man. Anybody that's researching old world history or old world technology or old world buildings, come to Rockford. For real. I want y'all to see some of these things that are in Rockford because no one talks about Rockford. We always talk about these other cities, you know, even Chicago, which is not too far. If you see Chicago and then you come to Rockford and you start to put connections together, you're like, what was Rockford? You know, the history that they give us.
And then, of course, the holiday season is encroaching upon us. If indeed the government shutdown were to go on, how do you prepare for the need growing?
Well, there's already a number of things going on. Again, we were already serving 400,000 folks. Now with the
I mean,
shutdown,
I'd
The
be
human
upset.
brain was never designed for this much stimulation. It was never designed to take in this much input at once. I don't think y'all realize how sick this science is. How many of y'all have watched or ever seen an episode of Coco Melon? Okay, so you can go on the internet and you can look up the makers of Coco Melon talking about how they use data science to make the show addictive to children.
Crazy.
So what they do is they have babies that they'll bring in when they're doing the production process, and they'll sit them down and have them watch. At any moment, they have algorithms watching their attention. Any part that isn't paying attention, they edit and make it addictive. It's a reason why your kids love Coco Melon, and it has nothing to do with how much it's helping them develop. It's actually bad for them because the saturation of colors is bad for them. The constant context switching blots their development of their critical thinking skills and the slowness of their brain, and you're developing brains with ADHD. And for them, they don't care. They would sell your firstborn child for an increase in ad spend, because these are advertising companies building these algorithms. These are not people who care about your children becoming good citizens. They are for the sole purpose of gaining profit and extracting profit off of you. But you as an end consumer don't know that. You just slap it on and think, geez, I got a break for my kid for a minute. And I think the thing for us is we have to ask, why do we want breaks from our children?
Right.
Because that's the root of the problem.
She ain't lying. Why do we want a break from our children? Oh, I need a break. Oh, I'll go watch TV. Oh, I'll go do something. Oh, I'll go play the game. Oh, I'll go get on your iPad. Oh, I'll go do something to where I don't have to see you. That's crazy. And it's also sad when you say it like that too, right? Like, how many hours of Coco Melon have you let your child watch?
You can't make this shit up, man. The entrance is all the way over there if you don't know. Just wait on it. Just wait on it. Just wait on it.
Why?
There really needs to be a study on this, dog.
You know, yeah, why do y'all like to park right next to people?
In the 1930s, the federal government made color-coded maps of neighborhoods and really got to know as the system record straight.
Right here.
Get curious.
How many of y'all seen a video where the girl says, if you're seeing this video, you're in group 7? Mind you, ever since I seen that video, I have been seeing nothing but group 7s. I'm in group 7. Mind you, this woman did other videos, other groups. I had to go on her page to see other videos about other groups because the algorithm didn't show me those groups. The algorithm showed me that I'm in group 7. And group 7 is deep. When I say there is so many videos of people saying that I'm in group 7, it's crazy. It's insane. Now, mind you, this is a testament to how this algorithm works. So I jump down that rabbit hole and I go group for group to see what's going on in the other groups. Mind you, group 7 is a bunch of comedians, but it's deeper than that. And the reason I say it's deeper than that, because I am a life path 7. This shit is scary. I also see that group 7 are truth seekers. Most of the people in group 7 have a big social media presence. This shit is crazy. But how does the algorithm know that shit? Give me a couple of days. I'm gonna wait till this thing right there starts dwindling down, and I'm gonna do another experiment. Pay attention though, this is showing you how this algorithm works. This algorithm is watching you. It knows everything you do. It knows exactly who you are. And this is evidence right here. I'm out.
Yo, shout out to group 7, man. If y'all in group 7 and y'all watching me, 7X, shout out to y'all. Because there ain't no group 7 without 7X. I'm just saying.
Mud fossils, but they're not bones. They're entire beings petrified in sediment.
Yo.
Organs, skin, muscle tissue, some with cellular structures still visible under microscope. Discovered in mountains, cliffsides, deserts, often dismissed by mainstream science. But look again. Massive limbs, toes, ribs, eyelids sealed shut in stone, caves shaped like skulls.
Yep.
Hills with bone marrow core, mountains with vertebrae. These aren't natural formations, these are corpses, buried, hardened, encoded in rock. and they all point to one thing. Something enormous died suddenly and was flash entombed in mud. How does living tissue turn to stone? Answer.
If any of you guys seen Dr. Stone, they all got petrified.
Petrified.
Rapid mineral replacement. Usually takes eons, but under the right conditions. High frequency, sudden pressure, saturated iron-rich sediment, and you get instant petrification. It's the same tech used to make artificial stone today. Except this happened on a global scale during the mud flood. Fossils aren't dead, they're dormant, and the system doesn't want you near them. Mythology speaks of titans, beings of immense scale who walked before the age of man. Because if we remember what we're standing on, we remember what they killed to make room for us. Flood wasn't just about Tartaria, it was about wiping the past completely. It was a mass extinction, not just of people, but of giants, gods, original beings, and organic tech. Everything too big, too ancient, too free, collapsed under the weight of a sound that shook the Earth's bones. Then they buried it, rewrote the map, taught us we evolved from monkeys and that the bones in the ground are prehistoric lizards. No, they were witnesses and they were silenced in stone. And when the resonance wave hit, the energy hit them too. It calcified their cells, turned blood to mineral, flesh to rock, that now we walk on their backs, build cities on their chests, mine stone from their skulls. The Earth's terrain is not just rock and dirt, it's biological ruin.
Shout out to Roger at Mud Fossil.
Some hills bleed iron when cracked like oxidized blood. Some stones release smells, decay, rot, ammonia when split. That's not geology, that's decomposition. But we're taught to call it natural, to pave over it, to never ask what mountain that used to be. But some of them, they're still here. You can feel them when you touch the rock, and they remember. After the mud flood, the world was empty, cities with no people, buildings with no owners. Infrastructure intact, but lifeless. Then came the orphans, thousands of them, shipped across continents on trains, alone, silent, reassigned. But who were they? Where did they come from? No.
Where did they come from? You know, there was a lot of things going on in Europe where you kind of had to give your children up. Weird stuff, right? Like if you were deemed like not able to like raise children, like if you were in a lower class, you had to give your children up. Weird stuff, man. Weird stuff.
Parents, no records, no past, just children seeded into the ruins. And here's the horror. These weren't just orphans, they were replacements. The new population, the post-reset blank slates, told nothing, taught obedience, given names, jobs, uniforms, programmed to forget.
Yo, y'all ever had pink Himalayan sea salt? Or whatever it's called, pink salt? That's probably coming from these giants, you know? Man, it is crazy to think about, right? Who was Medusa back in the day that turned the whole world into stone? What really happened? You know? Like, who grabbed Medusa's head and held it to the Titans, who were the giants, and turned them all to stone? I don't know, man. It's a good question to ask, isn't it? And then I think about the movie Bird Box, right? In the movie Bird Box, if you've seen Bird Box, she has 2 children. Those 2 children, she names them boy and girl. No identity, just boy and girl. It kind of reminds me of these blank slates, these orphans that came over from back in the day who were taught just to be workers. And that's why they had so many skills. You ever have a grandpa or a great grandpa that just have all the skills, seem like he know how to do everything, and he don't really teach none of that or pass it down? You're like, dang, he knew everything. Well, that's because he was taught and had to work very early, because he probably was one of those orphans on those orphan trains. And if you think I'm lying, go look up Ric Flair. Anybody know Ric Flair from the WWF or WWE or AEW? I don't know what wrestling he's in right now, but he's in one of those wrestlings. And he mentions how his parents were orphans. And that's just one example. Go talk to your parents or your grandparents and see where your lineage is. And were your grandparents orphans?
I believe that the money came out of my purse, fell out of my purse. And this gentleman who was walking behind me picked it up, and now he's telling me that it's his.
Yeah,
that's not everything. Because I have proof that I went to a bank this morning. Yes?
Where are you in the store right now?
I'm in the back of the store by the Christmas area.
Okay, where are you going to meet patrol?
Wherever we are, because he's planning to walking away with it.
So, the Christmas area?
Yeah, clearance area. Christmas, yes.
The Christmas.
Yes. Thank you.
It's ridiculous.
Just gonna find out who money it is.
It's really ridiculous.
Because I have proof that I went there.
So you're saying it's yours? I'm not recording you. I'm recording him.
That's okay. That's okay.
She said she got proof she went there.
Look, I could show you my bank account.
You could go to jail for
We
this.
both gotta go to jail.
Fraud, actually. If you didn't drop it, it's not yours.
It's not your money, like.
I don't know.
You can't assume.
Thank you so much. Thank you.
That's what you're gonna wait for.
We're gonna
Thank
wait.
you, sir.
Shit ridiculous.
That's we all three
Witnesses. So you're doing this.
You saying zero money.
It's not mine. I'll be honest. I heard it drop
But
though.
you said it was yours.
Well, I didn't tell the cops that. So you told the cops.
You told.
Did I tell the cops that?
Well, I have. Let me see. Where's my Chase account?
I didn't. It's not mine. I'm telling you, it's not
Show me
mine.
a transaction of like where you took it.
How much money is it?
I have. Where's my Chase account?
This is it. It's that. That's that one. This the one. This shit gonna take off. King Links on Twitch. Show me. King Links on Twitch. You heard? Look. That's a lot of money.
Hello?
You're gonna let it go.
No. I call
Imagine waking up and scrolling on TikTok, right? You just scrolling and you see your mama on there lying, talking about this is my money and calling the cops. Whole time it's fake prop money that they're using for a skit, and she's just trying to come up. They need to play the whole video. I want to see what happened when the cops got there. I gotta go to King Link's Twitch. New bill could ban cell phone use. Whoa, what? They're banning cell phone use?
Why is everything so boring right now? Like, I am so bored with everything.
And life ain't just lifing no more, my nigga. This shit dry as fuck. Ain't nothing outside. I wake up, go to work, hit the gym, eat the same tired ass food, repeat that same shit like a fucking broken record.
Man, sound like he didn't hit adulthood. Yo, all my adults out there who end up having to grow up and get a job and work 5 days a week, 40 hours per week, every week for 52 weeks in a year. You might get 1 week off for vacation, maybe 2 weeks if you got a good job. All y'all people, right? Don't y'all feel this way? You wake up every day, eat the same breakfast, got to do everything the same every single day. It's so tedious, right? But I don't know if it's, like a thing to where outside's dead, because we are living in a new era where people don't really go outside. The whole anti-social movement, the whole I'm on my cell phone, I'm on my game, I don't need to go outside. Everything's right here. We're in that era, so things are different. Because, even when I was a child, my parents and stuff had jobs, but they still were able to kick it. Like, you would still see friends and family a lot. They would go outside. You can go outside and see your neighbors. We don't even see neighbors no more, at least not in my neighborhood.
Lately, people have been saying that it feels like the world that we once knew just vanished. It's like we went to sleep and woke up one day and nothing was the same.
Is it just me, or does life feel boring anymore? Like, I really can't explain it, but everything just feels empty.
Humans are experiencing zoochosis. I 100% believe that. So zoochosis is basically a form of mental illness that animals get from being in a zoo, from having a repetitive lifestyle that is not natural to them.
I'm not suicidal, but I am tired. I'm ready for my soul to be set free. I don't give a fuck about money. I don't give a fuck about fame. I don't give a fuck about the politics or whatever. All this fucking shit I really don't give a fuck about. I'm just so tired of all these responsibilities I never asked for.
I'm the only one who peeped at the energy of the world and feel off right now. And I ain't just talking about no politics or talking about I'm talking about spiritually, that bitch feel off. Like, something feel like spiritual attacks or some shit.
Half of the United States workers says they're at a breaking point.
So I'm not trying to scare anybody right now, but I think something flipped for all of us. I think there's been a massive shift in reality.
But to literally everything that's out there, it's all fake and it's all a system rigged against us, and it's all fake. The medicine, the agriculture, the school system, literally everything is all fake.
That's what happens when you graduate high school.
Hi guys, I'm Kip Chavez, and this is my 231-day-old McDonald's cheeseburger. A lot of people have been commenting and basically saying that the only reason the Burger King cheeseburger molded is because it's in this Ziploc here. Guys, I never claimed to be a scientist. I'm just some guy who's making TikToks to see how long this McDonald's cheeseburger will last. That's all. Only reason I put this Burger King cheeseburger in a Ziploc is because I didn't want to touch a moldy ass cheeseburger. I did not do it for scientific reasons. Now here's my 170-day-old turkey sandwich with all Walmart Great Value ingredients. It also, at 170 days old, has not molded at all. And lastly, this is my 130-day-old McDonald's Filet-O-Fish. Hasn't been kept in a Ziploc, it's just been kept in its original box here. Give you a close-up shot of it. It also...
What is that?
...has not molded. It is dry.
Y'all still eating McDonald's?
As soon as I snap my fingers, he comes out of it. When he starts talking to me crazy, and I be like, no, that's not how you talk to your wife. I take his phone. I delete his apps. I even change his passwords if necessary, because that ain't how you talk to your wife. When I snap my fingers, we're talking about schizophrenia, not hypnosis.
Right.
There's a difference. For folks hopping in my comments on the Gucci Man video that I did regarding sis, I don't have anything bad to say about her. I'm just stating the obvious. Handler, like I said.
Gotta be.
When I snap my fingers, he comes back. Huh? All right.
Handler, what y'all think?
Tell me if you noticed what I noticed.
God in that house, he's so sanctified. Him and his.
Did you see her? Did you see her face? As soon as he said that, she was like, "Oh, here you go." Keisha Kaur, Kim Kardashian, KK.
What would you do if somebody fed you a steak that was pure mush? That's the inside of the steak.
Yeah.
The whole steak just turns to mush. Y'all, there's a reason why I don't eat out. I just got a family meal from Roadhouse for my nephew because it's his favorite place in the whole world. I put that in my mouth and I thought I was going to hurl all over the place. Look at this steak. First of all, when I went to cut it, it just flopped. It's all cooked like differently, but look at the texture. It's like there's no sinew. What in the world is this?
Refried beans.
It was just mush in my mouth. When I went to bite into it, it was like mashed potatoes or pate and it has not necessarily a rotten smell, but like a funky smell. Like that's the inside of the steak. I don't think that's a steak. What was just sent to me? Like, this is, of course, it was brought to me because I've been sick, so I'm not in a position to, look at that. It's just mush. I'm not in a position to drive it back up there. So can somebody tell me what that even is? And why? Have you ever seen a steak that just mushed like that? I put a bite of it in my mouth. I almost threw up all over the place. So somebody tell me what it is that I got. Tag Roadhouse in the comments, and maybe they can help me understand what in the world it is that I got.
I don't know what that is. Texas Roadhouse, we need answers.
Word on the street is all the Group 7s are going to follow each other, so we never have to get a normal job again. You know what to do.
You know what to do, Group 7s. That's crazy.
If you're in Group 7, I think we cracked the code. Not only is the whole world speaking about Group 7 right now, but now Group 7 has a Netflix playlist. You heard what I just said? I just said that Group 7 has a Netflix playlist. Oh, you don't believe me, right? Look at this shit. Tell me what that said right there. Group 7 only. See, y'all playing with this shit. But just think about the shit that can be done if we utilize this shit the right way. Another thing, and I don't know if you saw this, if you search Group 7 on TikTok, Group 7, they're saying your whole stream will turn orange. You have to try it. I tried it. It works. I'm not going to do it now, but try it. Back to the BS. Y'all don't understand how deep this shit is right now. We can be using this for the greater of good. And by the greater of good, I mean, we can be using this to get a lot of money. Group 7, tap in, because it's the time, and the time is right now. Everybody in the whole entire world knows about Group 7. If you're in Group 7, like really in Group 7, I'm talking about from the beginning, then you know what it is. And I'm talking to you. I'm out.
Let me try attention!
Dog, is 3i Atlas the wheel? The wheel that Farrakhan been talking about? And y'all been saying this man cuckoo for Cocoa Puffs? Farrakhan has been broke what's happening down. If you don't know, we gonna talk. The wheel. The mother plane.
At the editorial board meeting, they said, what is all this wheel stuff you're talking about?
It was a cloud by day and a pillar of fire by night. When Elijah Muhammad met Master Farad Muhammad in 1931, he showed him the wheel actually in the sky. It's there now. It's a half a mile by a half a mile. It's like a city. It has 1,500 little wheels on it that are destructive bombing planes. Oh, I want you to listen. These wheels have been seen all over the earth. A white man calls them unidentified flying objects. And they are called above top secret. They don't even talk about it, and if you see them, they try to discourage you to make you think you haven't seen them. Many presidents have seen them. I said, before you can make mockery of me, you will see the wheel over your heads. Because I've never talked like this before. But it's time. They move at speeds that this world has never seen before. They have motion that this world has not seen. They take off, going straight up. And they can move right and left, forward and back, stop on a dime, move back, go forward. The mechanics, the dynamics, the aerodynamics of this has never been seen by the scientists of this world. Whether you're Russian, whether you're American, I don't give a damn who you are, you do not know this. We gave you only one book of mathematics when we gave you power to rule this world. There are 59,999 other books of higher mathematics that none of you have ever seen. The wheel has been seen over every major country on the earth. And the scientists are gathering in different parts of the world trying to figure out what's going on. There's a new vegetation on the wheel. There are new seeds on the wheel. There's new light on the wheel. You don't age on the wheel. The wheel is made by God. It's like a city in the sky, and I saw a new Jerusalem.
Bro, so evidently this has been here before. What y'all seeing in the sky, they say that's what built the Egyptian pyramids. You feel me? That's where the Aboriginals went. They say this thing has so many other little crafts in the sky, dog, that come out. And they've been visiting all these times, bro. See, I want to know what y'all think 3i Atlas really is. See, Farrakhan told us, bro. Those are the Aboriginal people, the people who created all this, the people who made the Egyptian pyramids, the people who made the Sphinx. Y'all been wondering how it's been made. They say every healing is in there. Every medical healing, natural healing is on this mother plane. Do y'all believe this is the mother plane that Farrakhan has been talking about? Or y'all still think my dog don't know what he's talking about? Do y'all understand what the wheel in the sky is? It's been here, and it has little hovercraft that y'all been calling UFOs for years. Do y'all not understand what I'm saying to y'all? There's only so much I can say on here, but I'm trying to talk to my real people who understand how I get in over here. 3i Atlas been here before. This ain't nothing new. Man, y'all comment below. Let me know what you think, man. Farrakhan on to something, or he cuckoo for Cocoa Puffs? I know he ain't cuckoo for Cocoa Puffs, but I just want to know what y'all think, man. Let's talk. This is the trail. Let me tell you something.
I'm connected to that. It follows me wherever I go. You can read about it in Ezekiel in your Bible. Believe me, brother and sister, I'm not somebody you can take lightly. No. You're going to answer for me.
What y'all think? Y'all think he's cuckoo for Cocoa Puffs, like the guy said, or what? I believe everything he's saying, right? And it wasn't just him that started this. You know, it was Elijah Muhammad. And then there was someone before him as well who he got the knowledge from. You guys remember back in the day, like there was like some UFO sighting on like the West Coast or whatever on some military base, and they start flashing lights and like shooting at it or whatever, but they didn't hit nothing, right? And then the next day they went and they arrested Elijah Muhammad and like took all of his notes and all of his books about this will, right? I'm just saying, why would they do that if they didn't believe it as well?
When we're talking about the rituals that I had mentioned with the stone of the Lapis Exilis and the Lapis Fundamentalis, the Ark of the Covenant, the Sapphire Blue tablets that with all of the laws that are sacred gems, and Lucifer's gem with the green. Here is a clip of the cremation of care ceremony that was taken secretly by a YouTuber called Dancer. He had apparently ascended up into the trees by some sort of rope system and was secretly filming the cremation of care ceremony at the Bohemian Grove. So here it is.
Yo, this is creepy, isn't it? It's definitely got something to do with Rome here. I wonder how long this guy has been in this tree waiting to film this.
The owl is in his leafy temple. Let all within the grove be reverent before him. Lift up your heads, O ye trees, and be ye lift up, ye ever-living spires. For behold, here is Bohemia's shrine, and holy are the pillars of this house. Weaving spiders, come not here! Shine soft, O voyager across the sky, thou clear midsummer moon. Warm, wild and breeze, blow memories of golden summers past and care and changes. Gather, ye forest folk, and cast your spells toward this north. Touch their world-blind eyes with fairy hunger. Open their eyes and find. Love all their memories of yesterday. and seal the gift of God. Awaken, brothers! The magic hour arrives. Begin. It is a dream, and yet not all the dream. Your nations and your grim, God's giants of steel, your wisdom and your striving, they are okay, and all his works are but a dream. As vanished Babylon and goodly Tyre, so they shall vanish. But the wilding rose upon the broken battlements of Tyre, and monsters rend the stones of Babylon. For you.
Yo, that was strange and pretty creepy, was it not? Like, what be happening in that Bohemian Grove?
Texas at Ohio State, rematch of the college football playoff semifinal.
If I showed up on your FYP, congratulations, you're in Group 7. Hey, yo, I'm so happy to be a part of this group right here. I know you've been hearing a lot about it. Now that you've been selected to be a part of this group, there are two things you're going to want to do to capitalize on the fact that you were chosen to be a part of this group. And when I say chosen, I mean chosen. Not everybody is in Group 7. If you just take a look around, you'll see just how lucky you are to be a part of this family. The first thing you're going to want to do is make a short video, whether it's 7 seconds, 10 seconds, or even a minute at this point. You're in Group 7 now. You're going to see just how much engagement your content is going to start receiving by being a part of such a wonderful group, man. Group 7 is a very loving, extremely supporting group. So this is a big thing for you, man. Believe that, man. Don't take it lightly. The second thing you're going to want to do is repost this video to ensure that everyone in your group has the opportunity to become a part of Group 7. Congratulations, man. I don't know what you did, but you did something right if they selected you to be a part of this group. So make that short video, share this video, and congratulations to your acceptance into Group 7.
I just took some time and watched that Gucci Mane and Keisha K.O. interview when they was on the Breakfast Club. And let me say this, Gucci Mane is gone. People used to joke about Gucci being a clone. Shit was funny. Went to jail, Gucci came back. Gucci ain't Gucci. No, Gucci ain't Gucci right now. I'm looking at the interview and he's reminding me of Wendy Williams, Britney Spears type shit. And his wife is definitely his handler. You gotta listen to wordplay. She said, I control his social media. I control the money. I control everything.
I have a system. Personally, I take his apps off his phone. First thing I do, I delete Instagram. I delete everything. Even if I got to change his password, I'm changing it. You realize you'd never know about any other episodes since September 13th because I control that. Because you're not going on Instagram. You're not going on Twitter. It's deleted. You know, and I just control everything at home. And now before the episodes come, I catch it.
A strong woman will definitely have an effect on a man changing. But Gucci, he not even speaking like Gucci. She talking over him. Gucci not even speaking for herself. Gucci is a wild boy. When y'all know Gucci to be like that, and it don't matter. Yo, it's his way. It don't matter. I seen somebody say that Keisha K.O. matter put a love spell on Gucci. She did something to Gucci. I don't give a fuck what nobody say. Gucci is being controlled right now. Look at when they was talking about the episode that happened on September 13th. We all know. Gucci said he don't even remember what happened. This woman said she could snap her fingers and Gucci would come back to normal. What type of shit is that? Or you heard the situation when she said Gucci would be quiet and she'd ask him, why you not talking? He'd tell you, because I ain't got nothing to talk about. And she'd say, well, that's not how you talk to your wife. I know something is wrong now. What kind of shit is that? This lady said she called his attorneys, called bodyguards, and she planned a kidnap. What type of shit is that? But see, the shit gonna come out because, like I said in the beginning, Gucci is about to be the next Wendy Williams. Gucci is about to be the next Britney Spears. You heard it here first. I'm telling you, because this man is not the same person that he was. Mark my word.
Yo, what they be on? She kidnapped the man, kidnapped Gucci. Y'all seen the show Wayward, that new show that's on Netflix, right? And then on that show, you know, they use some things and these people were able to forget certain memories, right? Like this woman, she's like trying to figure out what happened. She's like, you did something to me. I can't remember anything past this point. What are they doing to people?
No. I didn't say What? On my daughter, I never told. Bro, you bringing extra niggas with you, bro. On my daughter, he got a gun.
They tweaking.
Night is oversold. We are offering travel vouchers for any.
That's me. So Grace and Olive and my folks took the first flight home. Funny.
Oh, what's this? Manifest? Or something like that?
Life, but also save it. Excuse me, what exactly is the problem?
The problem, ladies and gentlemen, is you've all been missing, presumed dead for 5.5 years.
I don't understand. You haven't aged a day.
Olive.
Where's Mom?
Your mom got sick.
No, Dad. No.
Your cell regeneration model?
It works.
We've been treating pediatric patients for 30 months. We pick up with the same regimen, right where we left off.
There's a new treatment protocol for pediatric cases. If we get a jump in the treatment, the odds are excellent.
Didn't expect you getting back to work this fast.
Yeah, a lot has changed since you've been gone.
Who is she?
It was 2 years before I even looked at another woman. Even before I got on that plane, I lost sight of your life. We're gonna fix that. I'm not going anywhere.
The universe just gave all of us a do-over.
Everything checks out. It's as if the plane never left the sky.
Do I have to say out loud that that's impossible?
I think we've taken impossible off the table.
Is your mind messing with you? Earlier today, I heard a voice in my head.
Keep it to yourself. What do you think? The government just forgot about us?
Just maybe he came back to be saved, and I came back to save him. How'd you know I was here?
I just knew.
What is this? There were a lot of people on that plane. What makes us so special?
What's the probability it's just you and me?
Hey, I think it's crazy how it said 191 passengers on a plane. Just rearrange those numbers and see what you get.
No one can explain what happened to us. Some people called it impossible. Others called it a miracle. All I know is whatever force brought us all here had no interest in being investigated. This was just the beginning.
It happened again. Watch the Lipton iced tea.
Oh, that's a ghost. They got ghosts.
This stage costs $80K, but you can't put a price on salvation. But you did, though. Keep God in your life, fuck boy.
Whoa.
Nothing beats
Yeah.
Jet2 holiday.
Just imagine. Just imagine. What kind of ring is this? Where they find this at?
If the government is funded by tax dollars, then there ain't no such thing as government funded anything. It's taxpayer dollars that fund everything.
Message.
This wasn't just a flood, it was a reset, a geospiritual purge, not from nature, from them. The elite bloodlines didn't just erase history, they buried it, literally. The mud wasn't water and dirt, it was liquidated memory, a slurry of alchemical reaction, sound frequency, and geo-engineered destruction. This was weaponized Earth. They triggered it using ancient tech, resonance devices, tower harmonics, something like harp but older. It didn't just cover buildings, it silenced truth. Tartaria wasn't a lost empire, it was the empire. Worldwide, unified, based on free energy, ether tech, vibration, sound, water, and sacred geometry. The architecture still whispers it. Star forts, orphan trains, cathedrals tuned like instruments. They were building with resonance, not brick, and that scared the parasite class. So what did they do? They turned the ether grid against itself, hijacked the somatic fields, triggered a resonance collapse. Stone became liquid, mountains bled, the ground rose and swallowed whole cities. That's what the mud was.
not sediment, not floodwater. Resonance fallout from a frequency war. The so-called mud flood appears worldwide. Buried windows, half-submerged doors, cities built on top of cities, perfectly preserved ruins beneath fresh layers of soil. This wasn't erosion, it was instant burial. The only force that could do that globally, with precision. Sound. Tartarian cities weren't primitive. They were powered by resonant architecture, buildings designed to generate and receive frequency. Domes, antennas, star forts, giant tuning forks disguised as monuments. These structures didn't just look beautiful, they harnessed free energy, pulled from the ether, distributed wirelessly through geometry and sound. The enemy didn't just want to destroy the people, they needed to shut down the grid. And to do that, they had to collapse the frequency field. There's a phenomenon called soil liquefaction. Vibrate the ground at just the right frequency, and the solid turns to sludge. Not water, not mud, but a state change triggered by vibration. The earth becomes a trap. Foundations fail, stone sinks. And if it's done on a massive scale, you get the mud flood. It didn't fall from the sky, it rose from beneath, triggered by resonance weapons. This was geoacoustic warfare, and it worked. These weren't myths. They were acoustic weapons. Tartaria likely had its own frequency defenses. So to break it, the controllers needed tech even stronger, tuned to the exact harmonic signature of Tartarian architecture.
What if the ancient bells played a role in defending us from different types of events?
This wasn't random destruction, it was targeted dissonance, resonance sabotage. Every reset needs a story, a cover, a myth. And so they blamed it on floods, natural disasters, time, chaos. They rewrote the maps, changed the calendars, buried the history, literally. But the truth is buried in plain sight. The doors below grounded the streets beneath streets. The melted stone that looks like mud, they call them mud fossils, but they're not bones. They're entire beings, petrified in sediment. Organs, skin, muscle tissue, some with cellular structures still visible under microscope.
So here's another example of an enclosed building. So when y'all see these buildings with these little satins on them that just look like, I don't know what that's called, stucco. Y'all see it's a building underneath the building.
Yeah.
So y'all gotta understand that this stuff might have been here longer than they said. And just because it's in a book or it's recorded that way, don't make it true. So here's an example of an enclosed building. So when you see these buildings, just know that it might be a building inside of a building.
Crazy.
Hey, your auntie.
Nana, what you been doing today? Sleep. You don't look like you been asleep.
Look at her eye, her edges.
You been asleep today, Nana? You don't look like it.
Do she?
You been smoking?
Oh my God.
Oh, there goes Shadow.
Look.
Yeah.
You see it?
It's one up there and there's one down there.
You see it?
Yo.
I see the one down there. It's down there.
I gotta pee.
No,
you
see
that one go? I gotta pee first.
You don't see it? So is it one right here and one up to the right?
Oh, you can't see it.
Oh, I see it. No,
yeah,
I see it.
A little circle.
Yeah.
Keep looking. When it go past, it's gonna be a little circle.
I see it, Mike. I swear to God.
Yeah, keep looking. It's gonna be a little bitty
my
circle.
eye.
I got it on video. I'm gonna show you it. But why do it look like that?
We at Carroll House. Cause
Here,
you're not even supposed to
see
be
it.
able
Look,
to
look.
stare right at the sun.
I know. Come look. Hold on. I want to keep you set a filter on here.
Huh? What you say, no?
Come look. Hold on.
Is that the sun or the moon?
Shut it.
So
Get
why
out.
can I see?
Get out and turn
I
around.
want to get out. I'm scared.
No, somebody get out and look at my phone so you can see it. Hurry up.
What you say,
Hurry up. Look. Come see it. Hurry up. See it?
I see that one. That's the one I've been looking at.
But what is that? That's
on
the
other
vapor.
side, yeah.
Yeah.
Because it shouldn't be that right over there.
Right. That can't cause that. You see it?
Oh my God. What
that little, you see it?
Oh my God.
See it? Slide one behind there.
It's one right there. It's right there. And then it's right there.
Well, that's fake. What is that? They trying to do that so you don't see that. The real size of the sun.
Get
look.
the fuck out of here.
Oh wait. Is
That's
that?
scary.
Look.
Huh? What you
Keep watching. See it up there? Look.
I see that one. They keep trying to come.
Y'all see it?
Yeah. Now
Y'all see it?
Put all them clouds there so you won't see a real.
Yeah, it's two suns, y'all.
Yo, ain't no way. Clear phones are crazy.
Y'all, watch this.
What?
Yo, what's going on in the world?
What?
The world's just like overly into that right now. Did you know the water you see is not from Earth, and they won't tell you that in school? The moment you will know where water comes from, you will start seeing things differently. So where's the water come from?
Stand back one.
Where is it? I think this is in Jamaica. Hey, yo, it did used to be Cheez-Its, and there was another one too. It was dang, what was the other ones? Y'all gotta help me remember this. There was another one that was like in competition kind of with that. They used to have like the character ones, like they had Cat Dog. It was Cheese Nips. Cheese Nips. Yo, eating that chicken or no?
You guys, so you see there are no clouds in the sky. None. And then there's this big one. Just right here. That is so weird.
Yeah,
word on the street is no one's stopped until everyone on Group 7 is viral. Alright, let's see it happen then. Go ahead.
I guess Group 7s are going viral.
Nothing beats a Jet2 holiday. And right now, you can save £50 per person.
Oh,
That's
snap.
£200 off for a family of 4.
2 moons?
We've got millions.
We're not feeding the babies we have. Why does the government want more? We're not feeding the babies we have. Why does the government want more? I know you're thinking, what's your statistic? Where's your proof that we're not feeding the babies we have? Oh, I don't know. Maybe it's the fact that my toddler's daycare just opened a food bank in the fucking lobby. My toddler's daycare just opened a food bank in the fucking lobby because his classmates might not be able to eat. We got the government. Who's in charge of SNAP benefits? The government that's in charge of food. The government that decides where our fucking money is gonna go. It's gonna give $40 billion to Argentina. They're gonna build a fucking ballroom to have big old gilded dances. They're gonna send how much fucking money for missiles? But the babies we already got, we're not gonna fucking feed.
Hunger Games, anybody? Is this giving hunger? It's giving Hunger Games to me. Think about it. All this grand stuff they're doing, and they're taking away from everyone else at these lower classes.
We already don't feed the babies. And the government's out here saying we're under-babied. We're not under-babied. We're underpaid. You want more babies? Fucking pay us. Give us the money to feed our fucking kids. Could you try that? Could you think that one through? Could you pull up one Excel spreadsheet that says pay the moms and dads and they'll fuck more? Who wants to fuck right now with these bills? Who wants to, huh? Who wants to nut and have it count right now? When any moment your fucking job can be taken by AI or because of some fucking tariff, because some psychopath from the Epstein plane decides on a willy-nilly whim that he's mad at Canada or some shit. Over and over again, I keep getting told, it's our fault. It's our fault that America's this way. Well, it's real fucking crazy. When I look at this government, with how much fucking money they make and how many fucking vacations they get to use, tell me how we don't get paid family leave. Tell me how the minimum wage at $7.25 just makes just enough sense. Have Dr. Oz of all fucking people standing next to RFK Jr. telling us that we're under-babied and we need to do work. Fuck you! Do your job!
Your compass will function properly with a fixed source in the center.
How else will a compass work? Where is it pointing to at all times, right?
If you add this static, all right, this is our south pole. Let's have a constant south pole now. Look, it's not working. It's not working because we have two fields acting on it at the same time. Get rid of our south pole that doesn't exist and has no evidence. Weird. Now our compass functions properly. Let's add the constant force of a south pole that doesn't exist. Compass does not work. Take away the south pole that doesn't exist. Compass works fine. Add the south pole. Compass doesn't work. Take the south pole away. Compass works fine. Like fucking, how it's not that hard?
It's really not that hard. Pause.
Hey, whoop it all! You hit it. Hey, whoop it all! Baby, put your hand.
Wait. What happened at CVS? They shut down too?
The Tesla Cybertruck that's parked right behind me represents God's armor.
Can we take it for a spin after service?
Absolutely not. This truck is charged with holy energy that can't be shared. God wouldn't want me sharing that.
Yo, what's up with these pastors? Holy energy that don't want to be shared.
Later, I asked Van Bice what a weapon using this technology could do.
Direct them to do things against their so-called better judgment.
How easy would it be to assemble a weapon from existing off-the-shelf parts?
In 3 weeks, I could put together a weapon that would take care of a whole town.
Over the past year, CNN has repeatedly asked the Department of Defense and the Air Force about radio frequency weapons. After much resistance, DoD finally said that the subject was too sensitive to discuss.
Uh-oh. Somebody car on fire at Woodfield. I wonder what happened here.
Well, it's exploding right now.
That mud burning too. I wonder what happened. What y'all think happened there? Mad girlfriend?
Peace, family. This is a late post. I done did this on Tuesday. So check this out. Look at the sun, y'all. She knows. I hope it lets me record all the way. You're going to see this little so-called tiny sun racing up to the big ship sun. Watch. Watch, y'all. As it's coming up, the big sun's about to come up. Watch how once it gets there, it all of a sudden is bright. But mind you, the big sun, the real ship, is the one that's giving that light. Boom.
All right. You all right? Damned if I choke. Damned if I don't. You know I got a girl back home. You got a man, what you want? What you want? What these bitches want from a nigga?
What y'all think of that? Y'all think that was the little sun catching up to the big sun? Or do you think that it was kind of like, okay, the clouds are kind of like a filter in front of this light source, and when the filter's over the light source, you actually see like the outline of the light source, right? But then when the filter's away, the light's so bright, you just see a big bright light and it gets brighter. I don't know. That's my take on it.
Magic Johnson. Because even in your book, you talk about a famous basketball player that Saby Hill, and he was supposed to tell everybody about him, and he never did. So do you know for certain Did Sabi heal Magic Johnson, or did Gregory say Magic never had HIV?
Mhm.
He said Magic was point shaving,
Mhm.
and the whole HIV thing came out for him to get out of basketball for a while.
Okay.
So did he actually have it, from what you know, and did Sabi help him if he did in fact have it?
According to what Doctor said, because remember I'm traveling with this man, and that's like my bullet I had in the chamber. I gotta ask him, but I never found the right time to ask him until we was in Usha, and I was like, Sabi, you ever met Magic Johnson? Were you the one who healed him of HIV? And his whole face changed. I'm like, oh shit. I'm about to get thrown out of Usha. He didn't say nothing for about maybe 2 minutes. And when you said when you don't know what this person is thinking, 2 minutes seem like a month. So he's like, he ain't saying shit. And I'm like, I'm messed up. All right. So I started looking around, like, the last time I'm going to see this, because I knew I was getting thrown out. So then he was like, his people reached out to me. I said, oh shit, he talking. And he's telling me, and I'm like, damn, my camera was, this one of the things I regret not recording, because I didn't want to cut he was like, his people reached out to me. I told them he need to come to me. And he didn't want to come to me. He set up a hotel and made me go to the hotel, and I talked to him. And speaking with Mama Pill, Mama Pill's the only person who told me. Like when I was telling her, she was listening, and she was like, that's 100% correct. Sebi trusts you that much to tell you that? I didn't think he told anybody that. He said Magic people set up a hotel. Sebi went to meet him there, and they talked. He told him what he needed to do, and it took him, I think it was like 4 to 6 months for him to get that. And Magic promised him that he was going to tell the world about him. That's why Dr. Sebi called him an Oreo. He was white on the inside and just black on the outside. And he was upset because he thought that was going to be his introduction to the world.
Damn,
that's crazy.
But Magic did have that package,
according to what Dr. Sebi. And you got to think about it. They paying Magic for the HIV cocktail. He's getting millions of dollars every year just to be the brand ambassador for that.
Ooh,
very true.
That's some heavy shit. God damn.
Bro, this invisible light cannot be healthy.
Can't be.
That's coming from his phone, but it's scanning his face every second. And then you can see some over there, like someone else is just
look, they just flashing.
Just doing the same thing, and then someone else over there. Like this what do y'all think?
This has got to be one of my favourites, Bruce's. This is why the government does not want us to know about this technology. You'll be frightened to death. Look at them, look how fast they go. They can kidnap people from your home, and they're off. Guys, tell me what you think.
Holy crap. Is it all going in the trash?
That's a Walmart, by the way, one of the largest private corporations in America and the largest private employer. They're also the largest private employer of people on welfare. $6.2 billion in public assistance is what Walmart employees collect every year. Meanwhile, Walmart makes about $150 billion in profit a year, meaning that they can afford to pay for this for their employees and just don't. Just in the states that we have data on this, more than 15,000 people that work for Walmart collect SNAP. That's food stamps. So one of the most profitable corporations in the world pays its employees, many of which are on food stamps, to destroy edible food. Then those employees who, as part of their job, destroy a bunch of edible food, have to go and collect food stamps, money from the rest of us so that they can eat. And then, because they have an employee discount, they take and they spend that money at Walmart. Food stamps, which are sold as a way to help the poor, which they absolutely do, don't get me wrong, but food stamps, in reality, those are a subsidy for grocery stores like Walmart. It is a set amount of money that those stores are guaranteed to get every month, because you can't spend your food stamps on anything but food. And you've probably noticed that Walmart has this nice little business practice where it drives all of its competition out of business when it moves into a town. Like, they'll deliberately sell food at a loss in new areas where it has competition, because it has so many stores that it knows it can afford to sustain a little loss to make more profits later when it's the only business in town that sells them any food. So the rest of us are paying to feed these Walmart workers while Walmart is destroying food that they could just give to these employees. And before anyone says that they don't donate that food because they're worried about lawsuits or something like that, that never happens. Lawsuits like that never happen. They're completely protected by Good Samaritan laws. As long as you donate food in good faith, i.e. you don't donate food that you know has gone bad, that's moldy or something, you are completely protected. Lawsuits like that literally just do not happen. They literally just don't want to spend the money that it would take to donate that food. They don't want to have to deal with all the coordination and all that. So they destroy it instead.
Well, there you have it, ladies and gentlemen. It is official. America is officially lost its mind. Right out in the open for everybody to see. Y'all be safe out there. It's getting real ugly now. Be safe out there.
Yeah, it's a lot of crazy stuff going on. You got these flags flying. You got people throwing away food. They've been doing that for years. Like Malcolm X used to talk about that back in the day. How they got places where they just hide food, and when it goes bad, they just throw it away or destroy it. And they got it guarded. Got food guarded just so they can get rid of it. It's messed up.
I wonder what this really means. The gesture of covering one eye with the hand, often seen in various symbolic representations, serves as a dual purpose. The uncovered eye represents the physical eye, which perceives the external material world in the light of day. This is the eye that interacts with the tangible, visible aspects of reality, the world that we navigate through our senses. The hidden eye, covered by the hand, symbolizes the inner eye, also known as the third eye, the mind's eye, or the eye of consciousness. This eye represents the spiritual vision that allows us to perceive the unseen, the hidden aspects of reality that lie beyond the reach of our physical senses. It is through this inner eye that we gain access to higher realms of consciousness, enabling us to see in the darkness of ignorance and uncover deeper truths that are not visible to the ordinary eye.
So if you're looking at an ocean and you see a plane, you think, oh, it's going around the world. But really, it's just your point of view, right?
With a direct snap. They fake it to Simpson, and Bernard breaks free.
Yo, he didn't even try to touch him.
How about it?
What's up with that? Is it all scripted? It's all scripted.
When y'all find out who really running this world down here,
y'all are going to crash out because the people who are spiritually awoke, we know what's really going on. And when y'all find out that a lot of these people that's in these higher up positions are not even human, baby, y'all gonna crash out because our world have been so programmed to believe that everything that we see with our eyes is the truth, but it's far from it.
So who running the world then? Why don't you tell us? Dang. Don't you hate when they do that? They don't tell us.
They basically say, hey, we're going to give you the best of both worlds. We're going to give you what a label could give you, right? This is what these people say. They going to put us on a platform in a nice ass, what labels do, right? Right? Then they tell the bitches, like, if you don't fight, oh yeah, you're going home. You're getting replaced. What? All the bitches are sick, depressed, overstimulated, and can't find their identity. I'm the only one standing up to everybody like, so why are we actually fighting? My sister looked like a weirdo. I don't even know if that's, and then I don't even know if they, and just me y'all telling y'all this, I don't care. They're going to probably dress it up and make me seem like I'm the weirdo. And I look like I got some things to work on. Sure, bro. The atmosphere of baddies is demonic. Everybody that don't want to fight is fighting. If you're not fighting, you're not getting your check. I don't want to do this no more. I don't want to work with Zeus Network ever again. I'm disappointed for real in myself for falling for it, or thinking I had enough self-control or something that like divine in me that I can make it about God. And then the more I make it about God, the more it's like it's like set up to be against my walk in my faith. I don't like it. I don't. I'm about to delete my Instagram. I'm about to get on my flight.
We're gonna want to get rid of our.
Y'all watch any of these baddies shows or anything, or Zeus Network? I've heard of it before, haven't really watched it. You know, that's not my thing because of, you know, like she said, I already know. It's like they setting y'all up to try to be this certain way, and they want to do it so that the masses will start doing exactly what you're doing, right? So now all these young girls are looking up to these girls trying to be baddies, right? That's the thing. I want to be a baddie. You know what you want to be when you graduate school? A baddie. You know? You want to go on the show and fight some girls. Why? Because they're dressing it up as, oh, we'll give you a nice iced out chain and you can get your nails done and your hair done and get some designer bags and all this other stuff.
We're gonna want to get rid of our Ring doorbells like ASAP. They just paired with a company called Flock, which is a police surveillance company. Basically, they've been rolling out cameras and stuff. Then they can monitor like license plates, and they've been using them in like ICE raids and stuff like that. But in addition to Flock, now, which starts in like November, they're also going to start rolling out the facial recognition stuff, which is starting in December, to a different company called Axon, and that is a police surveillance company. Also works with video stuff. But believe it or not, Flock and Axon used to have a partnership up until July of this year when they severed it. I don't know if that's suspicious to you at all, but to me it sounds like they're separating the companies so they don't have any direct interference with each other to spread the profits. And both of them are working with Ring, and who's to say who they're going to end up sharing that data with. So it's all part of the decentralized video surveillance network that they're trying to build. So get rid of those Ring cameras. Shout out Ademnan, I think that's how you say that. She was the first one that I saw a video about on this, so I'm going to tag her below.
You know what you got to do? You got to get the whole little Scarface set up. You know, the OG system. You know, you got to get like the 10 TVs in a little room in the basement somewhere, right? And have your own camera set up to your own server, and that it be recorded on an actual physical hard drive. And you got to have a lot of them hard drives, you know what I'm saying? So you can keep recording and not have it backed up to some cloud somewhere. I'm just saying. If you want to get off the grid, if you don't want to be spied on.
Prize are kicking it. A 32-yard field goal attempt. The league wants to take my lunch away because I've said before that Rikers' only miss was hitting a wire in London. The league says, no, it was an optical illusion. Not what Riker thinks. Anyway, there you have it. We cleaned it up. Someone's cleaning up our mess.
Optical illusion.
24/6 is the story.
Why?
I done found it out. Look like I ought to be done found it out. The more you work, the less you have. I ain't got nothing. You can get anything you want. Ain't it? I done worked and got 55 years old and ain't got nothing, ain't it? That look like it's a fool. Look like it's a fool in working, don't it? I've been working, done got 55 years old and ain't got a thing. The man would come here now and tell me, Helen, get out of my house. I wouldn't have a tent to go put on. Get under to put my children on. Now, it don't look like work's good to eat, do it? No, it ain't. I done found it out. Look like I ought to be done found it out.
Miamisburg Mound. Is that a mound or a pyramid?
There's no DNA known as Hebrew DNA. Even if you talk about the language of Hebrew, there's no language called Hebrew. Even what you guys call Hebrew is either Yiddish or ancient Canaanite language. You guys, Hebrew Israelites, period, are nothing more than one sect within the Canaanite people.
Why?
They're not their own
why
nation.
Though? Hold on. Why though?
Do
you know why that is? Why?
I know why. Because Moses threw blood on you guys on the bottom of Mount Sinai, and you guys entered an agreement saying we're a special sect of Canaanite.
Okay.
And then you guys got together and went around the Levant, killing every other Canaanite group.
Okay.
I'll give you a prime example. The guy who taught Moses how to worship the Most High, his name was Jethro, right? He was a Midianite priest.
True.
Moses,
he was a Canaanite.
Moses married one of Jethro's daughters.
Yeah.
But guess what? Wait, but you said he was Canaanite, right? So
Jethro
how
was
did
Canaanite,
this?
yeah.
So how was this Canaanite a priest of the Most High that you worship?
He wasn't a priest of the
Yes,
He was a priest of Midian.
He was.
What's the name of the God of the Bible?
Listen, man.
What's the name of the God of the Bible? What's the name of the God of the Bible?
Wait. Let me make
What's
this
the
point.
name?
Let me make this point. Let me make
Jehovah,
this point. Wait. Let me make this point. Let me make this point. In Canaanite custom, which we can even call Hebrew custom, in order for you to marry one of these guys' daughters, you have to convert to their religion. So,
cite the source on that,
bro.
Cite the source.
Come on, man.
No. Cite the source.
Why are we arguing basic knowledge?
Cite the source. It's not basic knowledge if you can't cite the source.
If you want to marry a Jewish woman today, you have to convert.
The Talmudic practices of Jewish people today have no reflection on the ancient Canaanite customs, bro. What are you talking about?
Jethro.
Can you please tell me?
Listen, Jethro.
What's your source?
The Bible. You can read this in the Bible.
Okay. So the source is the Bible. Now watch this. If we go in the book of Genesis, we have a conflict where Jacob has 12 sons and has one daughter.
You're filibustering.
No, I'm not.
You're filibustering.
I'm not filibustering.
What God did
Jethro
worship?
I know he didn't worship Jehovah.
What God did he worship?
He worshiped the gods of Midian. There were many gods. There were many gods. Number one, sin. Sin was the main god that he worshipped. Sin was the main god, the crescent moon god. I've answered the question. I've answered the question.
So what he's trying to argue,
No, I'm literally in the middle of a response, and he's trying to derail it because he can get his ass busted again.
I'm about.
In like 100 years, that's how Muzz gonna be arguing about no, the Crips and the Bloods, they wasn't the same people. I mean, it was the same people, but they wasn't the same people. You know what I'm saying? What you had to do back then was and they worship this guy, and then you also had the GDs and the Lords over here. All the same people though. Different sects within it. You know, that's what makes it so tough for me. You know, when we're talking about these past times or these past peoples, and it's just like, I wasn't there, and it's so old, and I don't know these customs. I don't know what's what. Why are we arguing? What are we arguing about here? We're just like, reaching, trying to grasp. I'm this. No, I'm that. No, we're this. No, we're that.
To say something a lot of people might not want to hear, but you might need to get rid of your Ring camera immediately. Amazon Ring just partnered with a company called Flock Safety. If you don't know who that is, they're a police surveillance company. The same company whose cameras track license plates, follow car movement, and have been used in ICE raids and abortion-related investigations. So imagine this, your Ring footage, your front door, your guests could soon be connected to a massive law enforcement network. That's not home security anymore. That's surveillance. It gets worse. Starting November, that Flock partnership goes live. In December, Ring is bringing another company called Axon, the same police tech company behind tasers and body cams. And they partner with them to roll out facial recognition features on your device. So think about that. Flock, they track license plates. Axon scan faces. Both of those companies work together until they suddenly cut ties in July. Now they're working with Ring separately. You see what that look like? That's strategic separation. Different name, same data flow, same profits. Mind you, this ain't a conspiracy. This is right out in the open. This is for entertainment purposes only. But they're building a decentralized surveillance network, and your Ring camera is one of their eyes. Which means you didn't just buy a door cam, you put yourself in a big text police feed. You think you're protecting your home, but you're really giving them 24 access to your life, your license plate, your kids, your visitors, etc., etc., etc. I think that says it all right there. Pay attention.
I'm gonna just take my Ring camera and I'm gonna just put it in my toilet when I use a number 2.
I swear you can't make this stuff up. All these leaves, right? They just came out of nowhere, I swear. Like, all these leaves on the ground. They weren't here the other day. Peep this. The bush still green as hell.
Mm-hmm.
And it's full. And the tree is full. You can't make this shit up, bro.
It's like that in a lot of places.
It's nighttime. Look at all these leaves. Look at all these leaves. Like, did they come and just dump the leaves? Look. Look at the tree, bro. It's still green. Trees don't lie, yo. They're trying to tell us. Tap into your spirit. Tap into your spirit. Trees are life. They're telling us a story. Look, this tree is full. You got some brown, but mainly this tree is green, and this is not a forever green tree. So don't go there. Look at all these leaves. All these leaves out of nowhere. They weren't even here like 2 days ago. I promise y'all. Yo, listen to these trees, bro. Look how green this tree is. Look. Ashe.
To the index of other news, Neutrogena tonight recalling makeup remover wipes due to an infection risk. Neutrogena recalling its ultra soft cleansing towelettes in packs of 25 and 50. The FDA tonight saying the wipes may be contaminated with a bacteria that could cause serious infections, including sepsis. The recall affects 1,300 cases of these wipes shipped to Texas, South Carolina, Georgia, and Florida.
Ooh, if you live in those states, ladies and gents, I guess. Might want to watch out. Might want to get something else.
Literal. Biglang sumabog. Dade.
You see a rainbow
Biglang sabog.
and a volcano erupt at the same time. That's a crazy sight.
Literal. Kakapatay ko lang ng camera. Biglang sabog. De. Mal. Mal, tingnan mo. Nay. Ate. Ate. Yan ang malakas. Literal, Mal. Kakapatay ko lang ng camera. Biglang sumabog. Tawagin mo, inay.
Nay.
Inay. Lakas, oh. Literal, Mal. Sabi ko, Eddie, nagbibideo ako. Sabi ko, ano, patayin ka na nga. Aba, biglang tumaas. Tawagin mo mga inay.
Nay.
That's crazy though. I ain't never witnessed the volcano, right?
Tingnan nila kita.
Imagine just living across the lake from a volcano.
Ang mga ate din nagbibideo dun sa baba.
Volcano's erupting. Hey, you guys want
May
to see it?
rainbow nga.
All right,
Inay,
time
tingnan
to go
nyo.
to school, kids. The Blue Star Prophecy. What the Hopi said about the star that ends one world and begins another. Comet 3I Atlas. Why NASA's data matches Hopi predictions with eerie precision. The return of the Kachinas. The star being said to return when the stars begin to dance. Alien invasion or divine awakening. What modern UFO reports near the Hopi misses reveal? October 29th, 2025. The date the Hopi warned the eye in the sky would open. The eye in the sky? Lord of the Rings? The fifth world, a new age of balance, consciousness, and connection between Earth and the stars. Is this the time we're in? I don't know. It seems like it though, right? Seems like we are approaching some creepy time, right? Some creepy time because there's a lot of strange things going on. And I seen somewhere recently that we were at like the 250th anniversary of America or something like that. And empires fall after 250 years. And I feel like things are written. And this is all a big play. And we're all here to witness it on TikTok. But yeah, guys, these are some of the most creepy and strange TikToks that are out there. If you like the content, don't forget to subscribe, turn your notification bells on. And until next time, YouTube, peace.